Great job. Thank you. Thanks also to Lockheed Martin Executive Vice President Stephanie Hill. Thank you, Stephanie. Great job. We're pleased to be joined as well by Commerce Secretary Wilbur Ross, a legend on Wall Street, and he's putting his magic to work. Our economy is coming back at a level that nobody ever imagined possible. We're doing great. We're doing great. And remember, as I say all the time, because we want to say this in front of the media. There they are. Look at all those people. The fake news. We have the greatest. We have the greatest testing program in the world. We've developed it over a period of time, and we're up to almost 30 million tests. That means we're going to have more cases. If we didn't want to test, or if we didn't test, we
always have the same number of cases. We just don't know how many we have if we don't test.
Deaths are down. We have one of the lowest mortality rates. We've done an incredible.
We don't. We have no. We're nowhere near the lowest mortality rate.
But I want all of those people on the task force that have done such.
He doesn't know what a mortality rate is.
On the ventilators, we're now making thousands of ventilators a week. When we started, we weren't making ventilators. We didn't have them, and other people didn't have it.
We had 19,000 ventilators, it turns out, and that's according to his government.
Problem a little bit like ships. They're complicated to make. They're big. They're expensive. And we're making now thousands a week, and we're helping many other countries. They call and they need help because this horrible virus has hit 188 countries.
That's actually correct.
Came from China.
That is correct. Hey, Cam. Hey, Kathleen. Hey, Kitsap. Hey, Doctor.
Not good.
Hey, Lizzie. Hey, Blinker. Hey, David.
Wisconsin State Representatives John Nygren and Mary Felskowski. Mary, thank you very much.
That's as loud as he's going to get, too, guys. I'm going to try adjusting the audio. It might blast for a second here.
Steve,
you guys can tell me if it works.
Thank you, Steve. Wherever you may be. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Did that just make it louder on your end?
The resounding victory for all of you, for Wisconsin, for the United States military, and for our entire nation. Our nation is very proud of Wisconsin. Not long ago, the future of this historic shipyard was looking, can I use the word bleak? Yes, I think we can. It was looking bleak. You were down to 44 people, and it was getting ready to close up. Then a lot of good things came along. Despite your extraordinary service to our country over the generations, this beloved facility, the mainstay of your community, by far, you were going to levels of poverty. They actually had levels
Wisconsin,
of poverty that nobody would have believed, with all the talent, because I see that, I understand manufacturing. Remember, manufacturing was never going to come back. Well, it did come back, and it came back big. But I understand, I have an aptitude for manufacturing, and I said it's got to come back, and it will come back, and we were doing great, and we'll do now even better. We're going to have a better
because
year
of Trump vodka, Trump water, Trump Airlines.
We were going through the single greatest year that we've ever had, from an employment
Hey Danielle, go do real work.
From a stock market standpoint, and your 401ks right now, people have 401ks. They're very happy with President Trump right now because they're
down
almost
3,000
at the level that they were.
Yeah.
When the virus came over.
Down 10%.
But this is a mainstay of your community, and it was facing proposed and the prospect of
Trump Steaks, thank you.
Layoff.
Trump Magazine.
And a total downsized production, downsized to almost nothing.
I think Trump wine still exists.
Marinette's fortunes turned around, and they
Trump Taj Mahal.
Quickly.
Yes, Blinker.
Part of my administration's colossal rebuilding of the United States military, we've totally rebuilt the military, $2.5 trillion. And some people would say, well, that's out of the budget. I said, let me tell you something. There is no budget when it comes to our military, because we don't want the wrong people running up the front lawn of the White House, right? If they were,
so we're going to stop them with the military?
I did a lousy job with the military, but I did a great job in the budget. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, we have an incredible, and you know what's the greatest part about it? The greatest missiles in the world, greatest rockets. You saw the other day one of the rockets go off so successfully. The greatest ships, the greatest ships. These are the greatest of their kind anywhere in the world. The fastest, the most powerful, the greatest of everything.
Yeah.
And you know the beautiful thing about it, it's all made in the USA. It's made by you and your counterparts. It's made in the USA, the Army tanks from Ohio. As part of my administration's rebuilding of the United States military, you were awarded a contract to build the next generation of guided missile frigate for the United States Navy.
Figured.
The FFGX. FX. Is that good? FX. So you got the FFGX. Yeah, that's right.
So
That's
not
pretty good.
FX. No, it's not right. You
What
didn't
does
say
that
it
stand
correctly.
for, please? Would you please tell me? Does anybody know? FFGX.
Fuck.
I think nobody knows, but that's okay. It sounds good to me. But it's going to be built right here in the American heartland, and it's going to be built by you. And it's going to go on
PP.
for a long time because it's up to 20 ships, and it might be extended. And they're working on an extension right now. And we'll see. But
FFS is right,
you're gonna
Doctor.
be building your hearts away.
Building
Good
your
luck on
hearts
the, on the
away.
program.
He
The
thinks he's
massive
talking to
deal
the
is
Seven
worth
Dwarfs.
Up to $5.5 billion. We'll put the shipyard to work constructing some of the fastest, most advanced, and most maneuverable combat ships anywhere in the ocean. I hear the maneuverability is one of the big factors that you were chosen for the contract. The other is your location in Wisconsin, if you want to know.
Location, location,
This
location.
contract will support your 1,500 full-time employees, and it will also enable you to hire another 1,000 people all across the shipyards in Wisconsin. It's one of the biggest contracts you've ever seen in the state. An estimated 15,000 additional new
Twitter
jobs
looks
will
like
be
it's
created
working, but
through
what do
the
I know?
Wisconsin supply chain. You notice that's not a supply
Hey,
chain
Rich.
going through China
Hey, Rick.
and going through other countries. It's called the Wisconsin. Isn't
Rick
that
Mackey
nice?
and Rich Mack
The
both coming in
Wisconsin
together, ladies
supply
and
chain.
gentlemen. Woo!
That's been bugging me for about 25 years. I think that's why I became president. You want to
You've
know
been
the
bugging
truth?
me for about
What
25
we've done
years.
with your great deal, the USMCA, and Canada no longer takes advantage of us
Nufta.
like they did. People don't realize, oh, Canada, beautiful national anthem, right? Oh, Canada.
Uh-huh.
They were brutal on trade. And now they have to treat us
Despite
fairly.
their national
USMCA,
anthem?
We got rid of the worst
You would
trade
think,
deal ever made
with a
in the history
two-word
of
national anthem,
mankind.
you'd be
Humankind.
really
You know what
mean.
they like me to say nowadays? Humankind, right? Humankind. See the ladies? I think they like it the other way just as much.
Do they, though?
Humankind. But I just want to say that we have an incredible deal, and it's going to lead to a lot of very positive things. But the Wisconsin supply chain, 9,000 more jobs are going to be generated because of the chain itself, and it's a truly phenomenal achievement. And I congratulate you all. It's going to be an incredible thing. It's all going to be made right here in Wisconsin. Under this administration, you know that American workers like you are a national treasure. You are indeed victory at sea. You know, victory at sea. That's what you lead us to. Your patriotism cannot be outsourced. Your 8 decades of industrial heritage cannot be replicated anywhere in the world. That's why we're protecting our defense and our defensive industrial base, which we're building up stronger and stronger and stronger. And we have other places all over the country just like this. Well, let's say this is better, okay? But that's okay. Just don't tell anybody I said it. But we have places, great places, incredible people, tremendously successful people, people with tremendous talent. And we're doing other things in other locations.
Oh, we're doing other
Like
things.
the missiles, like the rockets.
He's always
like
so
the
specific.
tanks, like all of the things that we're building. It's incredible when you see it. It's incredible. People don't realize the talent that we have. And we started getting away from it. We started not building in the Navy. We haven't built enough ships.
In
Ships
the
that they were
Navy.
building, they look terrible. I changed designs. I looked at it. I said, that's a terrible looking ship.
He
It's
would
no big
change
deal.
designs.
It'll cost you the same and maybe less. You know, sometimes you can make it look great for less money.
Now he's a
I said,
naval
this
engineer.
is not a good-looking ship. Let's change the design of it. And I got people in, and we looked at different designs.
Uh-huh.
And as long as we're going to do it, and look at what you're doing, how beautiful it is. They gave me a beautiful model. That's absolutely, it's like a yacht with missiles on it. Okay.
That's what a battle cruiser
You know,
is.
it's true. You can build
frigate.
beautifully, and it costs you sometimes less money. Sometimes less money. Mm-hmm. So that's why we're protecting our defensive industrial base and restoring this fundamental principle.
Defensive-
That economic security is national security. That's what it is. Because you know what you were going through in this area of Wisconsin just a short period of time ago. And it wasn't right and it wasn't fair. As long as I'm your president, America will never lose that building talent or capability. It won't lose that excellence or the expertise of the men and the women of Marinette Marine. We'll never lose that. Never.
I don't even know if he's saying that right. I don't know what Marinette Marine is.
And we'll always live by two simple rules. Buy American,
American and hire American.
Buy
Yeah.
American and hire American.
Uh-huh.
The first-in-class FFGX will not just be a win for Wisconsin workers. It will also be a major victory for our Navy. And our Navy is just incredible what we're doing with our Navy. The stunning ships will deliver the overwhelming force, lethality, and power we need to engage America's enemies anywhere and at any time. And with that, we
In
don't want to
space?
engage. But you know how you don't have to engage? When you build a product like you're building right there. When you build product like that, you don't have to. When you don't build product like that, and we go bare, you know, we rebuilt our military. Our military was totally depleted.
Thank you,
When
Lizzie.
I became your president, we had planes.
Lizzie,
that
you
were
were
50
what,
years
Navy or
old.
Marines?
We had a military that was tired. It was very tired.
Oh, we had a
From
tired
years of
military.
fighting endless wars
And
that
out of
never
ammunition.
stopped. And you see what's happening on that front.
Well, we're
have the
still in all the wars.
strongest military in
We're
the
still in
world,
Iraq.
by
We're
far.
still in
And
Afghanistan.
before we had a very tired military. What we had were great people. In
So
the
it is
military,
Marinette.
but they
It's
weren't
not
given the right
Marinette.
equipment, so now
'Cause
they
he's
are
called it
$2.5
Marinette.
trillion. Each frigate will boast a 32-cell vertical
Thank you for your
missile
service,
launcher
Lizzie. Specifically,
to
your
take
fact-checking.
American justice to any foe if necessary, on air, land, or sea. You know about it very well. You live with it. The ship will field the most advanced air research and air search radar capability in naval history. There's never been anything so advanced as what you're building.
That's the way technology works. Yes, sir. That is how...
Amazing. The ship is 30 times more powerful than the previous generation. That was one that got me. 30 times, think of that.
Wow.
30 times more powerful than
That's
the
almost
previous
double
generation.
super duper.
And it will carry an MH-60 Seahawk helicopter and an unmanned MQ-8C Fire Scout drone. Through your sweat, skill, and devotion, the workers of this shipyard will forge the future of the United States Navy. You're going to be a very big part of the United States Navy.
Luke
and there
Barr?
are other things
What is-
coming.
What is
As
going
you
on
get
in the
set
chat
up
room?
with this is a lot to handle, but as you get set up, they're going to be spending a lot of money on the renovation of the yard and the expansion of the yard. We have other things coming.
17
And
times
you'll
is super
fashion the
duper.
ultimate symbol of
30
American
times is
power
super
and American
D-duper.
prestige. Wherever the FFGX cuts across the horizon, it will go as a 7,500-ton message to the world that American might is second to none.
Uh-huh.
That's right.
China's building its own island, but
I'd like to take a moment to recognize just a few of the hardworking patriots
Marinette,
who are
thank you,
helping
Lynn.
to bring these monumental ships to life, and that's what they are. Gary Ayad is the third generation of his family to serve at this shipyard. He has worked here for 17 years and is now our production manager. Gary, please come up and say a few words. Gary,
The FSSDD Super GX.
Thank you,
G-Force.
Mr. President. It is an honor to meet you. My name is Gary Ide. I'm a
Hey,
production
Barbara.
manager here at Fincantieri Marinette Marine.
So
I work in
it's a
building
big
tech.
hoax, this whole COVID thing, but as you notice at all the rallies now, nobody
I've been
shares
fortunate
his
to be employed
podium.
Here for over 17 years. I started in the trades. And through
We've
hard work
beat
and
the
dedication,
virus.
I transitioned.
It's on its way down. It's petering
These
out.
employees
It's
in front of you
tiny.
are
I
here
say
to build the
tiny,
best ships possible.
but nobody gets to share
The
his
sense of pride
microphone.
felt when a ship gets launched or goes out on trials is like nothing else.
It's a good idea. Trump
Men
Island.
and women
Sell
breathe
it.
life into steel.
Jana's onto something here, guys. I'll
Hard work,
donate.
Long hours, and
Screw these
dedication.
Kenyan kids.
These individuals
We
give
need
the
Trump
American
Island.
warfighter the ship he or she needs and deserves. Mr. President, Wisconsin thanks you, the city of Marinette thanks you, and Fincantieri Marinette Marine thanks you.
Okay, is Marinette? That's official now. If Marinette guy says it, glad I'm not president because I would have said
He
Marinette.
looks like he's 21 years old. He said he worked here a long time, Gary. Whatever you're doing.
He
it's
says
working.
that at every rally where a guy
Look
looks in
good.
his 30s.
We're also joined by Tyler Cahill. Tyler served for 9 years in the U.S. Navy, then returned here to his hometown to become a quality technical coordinator. Tyler also helps recruit young, talented people, usually, I guess, from Wisconsin, I think probably. I don't know if he accepts anybody from anywhere else. You have to talk about that, I think. But I want to just ask Tyler, please come up and say a few words. Thank you.
Will he or won't he wear a cheese head today? That's what the press is going to be covering. So he's doing a town hall on Sean Hannity, or Shannity, tonight at 6. We'll cover it at 7 after it's all over.
I'm a native to the Marinette
So hopefully
area.
we'll see most of you then. Barb, I know you're going to be
Class
asleep.
Petty Officer in the United States Navy Seabees, an Afghanistan
Oh,
war
producer,
vet,
hold on.
coach.
Let me mute this guy. Hold on. Producer Joanna is here, everyone. She wants you to know that. Producer Joanna, I'll spell that for you. J-O.
12. I would have never imagined how far my career and community would grow. This shipyard is a lifeline to the community and a driving force behind its economic growth. In major part due to the LCS program and the newly awarded frigate contract.
Oh my God, Chris. Fried cheese curds? Those Wisconsinites know what's going on.
Businesses, and a beautiful new sports facility open to be utilized by the local hockey kids that I get to coach.
Hockey!
None of this
I
would
love
be
this
possible
guy.
without these contracts. So once again, Mr. President, I would like to say thank you and allowing us to continue.
This is the
supporting our-
greatest show ever. I don't even know what it's called. Hey, Melissa. Yeah, this is...
Thank you, Tyler.
I don't know if they're... I didn't see the crowd, so I don't know if they're
Looks like a
social
tough
distance or
hockey
not.
player.
It's outside.
I wouldn't want to be checking him, right, Tyler? tough-looking guy.
Because of hockey. Checking.
The dedication of the men and women.
He's
here
good at
today
writing
will
checks
also
for
help our military
$130,000.
accomplish one of my top national security priorities: rebuilding a 355
Oh, hey, Ruth Ann.
ship navy. As I told you, it went way down. Very sad. After years of
Yeah, 'cause it's
painful
the
budget
Navy.
cuts, we ended the last administration's disastrous defense sequester. We ended the sequester. You know what that means, I think, most of you? Let's put it that way or this way. It
He
was a
thought
very good
Sequester
thing
was an
that we,
exploratory submarine.
Otherwise, you wouldn't be building these ships right now. We ended what was a true disaster. We've invested the $2.5 trillion in all of the greatest equipment in the world.
I need a
And
haircut,
it's
Ruth
all
Ann.
made here, right
Dr.
in the
Lisa's
USA,
thinking of
and
having a
lot of it is
fundraiser.
gonna
I
be
said
made
I'll
in
let Kevin Lee Daughter
Wisconsin,
cut my
outside of
hair
this facility
if you guys can raise $1,000
and I
bucks.
signed a new law
So,
creating, very importantly, this was something
and we'll
very
give
important
that
to me,
money
the
to me.
sixth branch of the U.S. military
Or to the
Space
Books and Bricks
Force.
Kenyon
That's a big
charity.
deal. That's
So
a big
October 3rd,
deal.
guys. October 3rd, Mean Girls Day. That's the night we're having our big
revitalizing our
fundraiser.
partnerships around the world and insisting that other nations pay their fair share in NATO. They weren't paying up, and now many of them are. Some of them still don't pay like they should. They're delinquent. You know that word? They're delinquent.
They're not.
I want the
It's not how it
president
works.
pressed them to pay. I press them to pay. And the people at NATO are very happy with me, I will tell you. The Secretary General said there's never been anything like it. We took in
Sonbeard's my
$140
biggest
billion
fan.
more money from other people, not from us, from other people paying their bills. Because for many years they didn't pay their bills.
They're
We
not
were guarding
bills.
nations and they
It's not how
weren't
it
paying
works.
for it.
In fact, they don't even pay
somehow I said,
NATO.
That doesn't work too well, not for me, and not for you either, because you're smart. This is great news.
Oh,
for
someone turned on the
American
sun
workers and
in
taxpayers
Wisconsin.
As part of Saudi Arabia's effort to fulfill its own defense obligations. Last year, the kingdom placed a $1.3 billion order for 4 new vessels made by.
Jen, it's not our money, it's our grandkids'
You know,
money,
the
so
vessels, they're
spend
getting
it.
built right now, and we felt very strongly that this is where it should be, and we gave them a strong recommendation, and they followed it. That's very good. Since 1942, when your company was founded to build
My dad was in
5 wooden
the Royal
barges
Canadian
for World War
Army.
II, this
Actually, no,
small
he was
town
Air
in
Force.
Wisconsin has raised
He
up
drove the
one
Jeep.
of the premier shipbuilding enterprises anywhere on Earth, and if you come back here in 5 years, you'll see one of the top places anywhere in the world. You
Wait,
should
what-
take
what was in the
immense
news
pride
today,
in what
Barbara?
You've done, and those before you, in many cases, your fathers and your grandfathers. In many cases, your fathers are alive and very proud of the job you're doing. I met 3 people whose fathers worked here, and it looked like it was ending, and now they work here, and they're going to be here for a long time. And I said, get your son ready, or get your daughter ready. Your tradition of excellence has given America
Okay.
2 classes of combat ships, the Coast Guard cutters that patrol our maritime borders, a state-of-the-art icebreaker, which is incredible, which we had not an easy time getting approved, I will tell you that.
Oh,
Democrats
they're
don't like
recommending
approving
remdesivir.
money to the military for whatever reason. Someday
Cool.
you'll explain that to me. They don't like spending money on our military. And several of the Staten Island ferries and so much more, doing a lot of work. The workers of this
Hey,
shipyard
Guinevere.
and the people of this state have always prospered and persevered by holding fast to our shared American values. In this country, we honor work. We celebrate great craftsmanship. I understand
She is.
craftsmanship. I understand this
JC, you probably haven't
world
seen the
so well, you wouldn't believe it.
remdesivir.
You wouldn't
clip
believe
that
it,
we
how well
have.
I understand it and how well I appreciate it.
If I could pause this, I'd
Appreciate
play it.
talent, and that's real talent, craftsmanship. And we salute the dignity and nobility of the American worker. We look out for one that you wouldn't believe. We look out for everybody. We look out for one another.
We look out for
Loyal
one that
to
you
one
wouldn't
another,
believe.
And we love our families.
What?
We want our families taken
Who's that
care of.
one? Who are we looking out
We
for
want
that
our
we wouldn't?
families to
Putin?
prosper. We want our community to prosper. This community was not prospering. With all that talent, they weren't prospering. And now you're all working and doing something that you love. You can't wait. I know most of you can't wait to get to work. That's the way I feel. And your job is much more pleasant than mine.
I got lucky,
That I can
Guinevere.
guarantee. That I can guarantee.
What's he guaranteeing?
Oh, you don't know what I have to go through with these people.
Mexico's going to pay for the wall?
They said to me, sir, a friend of mine, very smart, very successful person, used to call me Donald, now he calls me sir. He says, Mr. President. I said, call me Donald. Yes, but I can't, Mr. President, which is okay. He said, so which is the toughest nation to deal with? Is it China? Is it possibly Russia? Or is
Russia?
it maybe North Korea? I said, no, the toughest nation to deal with are the Democrats in the USA.
Too bad that's your
The
fucking
Democrats
job.
in the USA are much tougher to deal with than any of these people that we deal with. They're far more unreasonable.
This is an
actually,
official White House visit, by the way, so we're paying for
We
this.
take
We're
care
paying
of
for
our
this rally.
communities, and when the time comes, when history calls, when our flag is threatened, we defend our country like nobody else has ever defended our country or our flag. We defend our flag. We stand tall, we stand strong, and we always stand proud of the United States of America. With the help of everyone here today, this shipyard will continue to prosper, this state will continue to thrive, and this nation that we love will climb to new heights of glory and to greatness, and that's what's happening right now. We're going to have a great third quarter, and we're going to have a phenomenal next year. You'll see. Next year will be one of the greatest years. You see it happening already.
Well, that's going to make
happening,
President
it's happening
Biden
quick.
so happy.
So I want to thank everybody at this amazing yard. I want to thank the grandparents and the parents who put you here. They're very proud of you. Some are looking down on you right now. They're looking down from heaven, and they're very proud of you. They're very,
Oh, I
very
didn't get
proud.
that when he said looking
and I'm
down.
also very proud of you. So congratulations to you all.
This
God
is
bless you, and God bless America. Thank you all.
See if I can
Thank
zoom
you
in
all
here.
very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, I see. Oh, hold on. I got to pause that music. Got to pause that music before YouTube hits me with a copyright infringement, because he always plays that damn song. Here we go. Here's the unemployment that's up like never before. That's what he claimed a couple days ago. And here is your unemployment up like never before. So here's 2015 going up, up, up. And oh, I better move, because that's where we are. The job numbers are up like no one's ever seen anything like it right there. That's where we are. Okay, kids. Hey, everyone's seeing spikes all over the place. I'm seeing a spike here in Washington, California, LA County that I just moved away from. Rich, I think you're in LA County. Rich Mack. They've got like 2 weeks of ICU rooms left. They're nearing maximum capacity. There's more cases in LA County than in any other county in the United States. Part of that is because LA County about a month ago started testing everybody. She's more than a month. It's about 6 weeks ago. They just said, come on in. Don't worry about it. We'll get you tested. I went into Dodger Stadium to get tested. I was in line for 45 minutes, and I was yet to even be in the stadium parking lot. So I was moving that week, and I was like, I would like to get tested, but I can't be here for another 2 hours to get tested. And then they stopped doing the testing at Dodger Stadium because of the riots. So you guys can feel whatever you want to feel about that. Doesn't the Rolling Stones prove this was a rally? No, he has the same playlist regardless of whether it's White House or Trump campaign. And the White House pays their bills. So the people's songs, the Rolling Stones get a few quarters for letting their song be played. They're not letting any, you can play anybody's song anywhere, you just so long as you pay the publishing, BMG, or whoever's in charge of that particular Rolling Stone song. So as long as you pay, you're okay. The campaign has not necessarily paid its bills, but then they have to pay that bill, otherwise they have to stop paying the songs. And if you don't want to upset any of the publishing people, the BMG people. Okay, Joanna's, my friend got In-N-Out in 10 minutes. God, I miss In-N-Out. Okay, JC, sorry to hear that, Chris. My daughter has not gotten her results yet. Yeah, Chris, weren't you saying a couple days ago or yesterday that it was 5 days, but you haven't received it yet? Abbott shut down all executives' elective surgery on executive order and mandatory masks beginning Friday at 6 p.m. Abbott, what Abbott are we talking about, Kelly? They're all looking down on from you because they've all died from COVID because I'm a horrible human being and president. Shannon, harsh but true and fair. Very fair. So tonight, they're doing a town hall with Hannity at 6 o'clock Pacific time. So 7 p.m. Pacific time we'll cover it. That's 10 p.m. Eastern time. I don't know what that time that is for you, Barbara. Yes, I know what you meant, producer Joanna. Yes, tested for this week for 10 minutes drive-through in LA. Yes, that was this week. So things are getting better in LA, but they are having, the thing is, not only are they getting record numbers of new cases, they're also increasing in hospitalization. So it's not just the testing. That's how we know. Disneyland, true, just postponed its opening. That is absolutely correct. It was going to be in the middle of July. Now they push it off, they think, several weeks. I mean, really, we opened up way too quickly. And many of us were saying that back when things were opening up. And, as you've probably seen in my Twitter feed, a whole bunch of people are refusing to wear masks, and they're just fucking nuts. There's no other way. But the thing is, if you watch OAN, there's people on there telling them that it is a pandemic and that Bill Gates is evil. And there's doctors on there telling them that their masks will kill them. Actual doctors. Now, they might not be medical doctors, and sometimes they are medical doctors. But keep in mind, there's, I don't know, at least 25 doctors in the United States. One of them's nuts. Somebody can fact check me on that. Oh, JC, you're Jackie? I didn't even know. Now, okay, see, I got Guinevere correct, and I got Jackie wrong. I'll try and remember that. I'll forget it, Jackie. But I'll try and work with that. Here in Calgary, Alberta, Shannon, you're from Calgary. Hold on. You've got to get, how do I do this? Shannon, block, use. No. Yeah, Shannon, I'm from Edmonton, so I'm not sure that I can let you stay, but what the heck, since you're from Alberta. We are not having any spikes, 0. Yeah, no, most of Canada is doing a pretty good job with it. The trouble is that if you haven't seen spikes yet and you are reopening, it's luck. It just takes a few cases, especially if they're asymptomatic, especially if it's the young people. And suddenly you've got yourself 80 cases. Then suddenly you've got yourself 160 cases, and suddenly, et cetera, et cetera. Anyway, new messages. Hold on, guys. Let's get back to the chat. You clipped me on Twitch? Woohoo! I think you're the first one to clip me, Lizzie. Speaking of clips, I need a haircut. and the Kenyan kids need some money. So Dr. Lisa is talking about doing something with that. If she does, I'll let you know. Doctor says people are going to be unhappy when they're under martial law. Yeah, that I saw a doctor, I want to say in Houston, but I could be wrong. There was a doctor on either MSNBC or CNN today saying, hey, if you don't like face masks, wait till you try ventilators. Who saw Guy Phillips from Arizona? I don't know. Anybody? You've lost me now, Jana. But I want to bring this back around. I want to get... I haven't even started my day. I'm still in my pajamas. I want to get things ready for tonight. So Sean Hannity Town Hall at 6 o'clock. Watch it if you want to on Fox, or don't, because we'll be covering it after it's over. 7 p.m. Pacific time, 10 p.m. Eastern time, some other time, Belgium and Ireland. I didn't see Green Room in here. If he's in here, executive producer Green Room. Whenever that happens, we'll be covering it. August 27th in Australia, as always. Serbia has a fever of over 200 degrees. Serbia? Who is Serbia? Doctor, I got to stay around this. Let's see, PJs. Okay, if you can go fund me $1,000 for the Kenyan kids, you can see my PJs. Okay, this is the top half of my PJs right here. Hurricane Ridge, what up, yo? I can see Hurricane Ridge. I'm not sure I can. If you ever get a chance, if you're ever visiting Washington, do go see Hurricane Ridge. It's on the peninsula. That's the eastern little portion that juts up. Let's take a quick look. I'll show you guys where Hurricane Ridge is. Maps. Give me a second here. So, yeah. Oh, that's good enough for you guys. Here we go. Here's Hurricane Ridge. Here's Seattle. This be Washington. That little part that juts up over here. There we go. We'll use the mouse on the right place. Olympic National Park. Hurricane Ridge is up in here. You go up to one of these viewpoints and you can see forever. And it's just a gorgeous piece of real estate. If you're ever up in the Northwest, there's two things to see. Outside of Seattle, there's something called Snoqualmie Falls. It's the tallest waterfalls in North America, taller than Niagara. It's a good time. Little hotel by it. You can eat at the restaurant. The one upstairs is just a little nook, and you can look down on the falls. So it's a beautiful place. And then take a trip out to Olympic National Park and go see Hurricane Ridge. There's also an animal park just down below here in Sequim, which is spelled Sequim. But if you're from Washington, you know that. I sent a link to his speech, Jana. Oh, that's okay. So I'll look back for the link, and I'll take a look at that later today, Jana. Thank you. Ruth Ann, you sent me $100. I sent $100. Can you send me the shorts? What? Ruth Ann, are you offering to buy my shorts? What is happening here? Hold on. Ruth Ann, did you actually just send $100? Okay. If you do, I think you're an executive producer now. Unless it's through PayPal, in which case you're nothing but a PayPal. Let me see. I don't believe you, Ruth Ann. I don't see any money coming in. Kelly, where am I in relation? I'm in Seattle right now. For now. I was thinking about LA, and now that LA has twice the COVID cases as when I left, I don't know. You'll drive through Paulsboro to get there. That's right, Jackie. You're in Paulsboro. Now Paulsboro is right over there. There's Paulsboro right there. So that's where producer Jackie is. No, Jackie, are you producer? You're not. Yeah, you are. You are. I think you are. Jackie, producer Jackie, right there. Stop hating on that. I love LA specifically because I've got In-N-Out. Testing drive-thrus in 10 minutes. Sent it last week. Ruth Ann, you sent me... Well, hold on. Let me cover this. Ruth Ann, if you sent me $100, are you jokingly through the mail? Or did you, subscribe for $100 and I haven't seen it yet? Because I want to make sure that everybody gets credit for being part of the gang. I know you do, Lizzie. I've stopped at that one in Salem. Where were you raised, Shannon? Where north of Edmonton? Because I was raised a little bit in St. Albert. Just waiting here until I hear from Ruth Ann in terms of this $100. that she speaks of which she speaks. Sorry. Oh my God. Here we go. Los Angeles coronavirus update. Model predicts county may run out of ICU beds in 2 to 4 weeks as transmission rate is conserved to be. We talked online. Yeah, but I don't remember you sending me $100. Hold on. Did you send it to me? Oh, yes, of course. Yeah, you did the PayPal, right? Hold on. So I've got you in the PayPals and the credits. I can't check the... Yeah, I can check the credits. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Stay where you are. Okay. This broadcast was over like 10 minutes ago, guys. So if you want to take off, go ahead and take off. I can pull that up. I'm just looking. Talk amongst yourselves, as you always do. There it is. And... did I miss it all? And what shorts are you talking about, Ruth Ann? Now I'm totally lost. Okay, does anybody want to see the server settings for GoDaddy? Because I've got that covered as well. Where are you guys? Okay, yeah, there's the server set. Let's get off this page. Go there. There's our job prospects. Let's go back to the president. There he is. And Kevin Lee Daughter sent me a message. Oh, I'm supposed to take her somewhere. Okay, I gotta get off, guys. Hold on, Ruth Ann. Don't go anywhere. I'm verifying. I need just some general music in the background when I'm doing this, so that you guys have something to listen to. Okay, and... Oh, PJs. Okay, not OJs. I was like, I don't have any. Let's do this, guys, so that I can wrap up the... Hold on. Shannon just sent a message. Oh, it's sent quite a while ago. I'll show it. If you're on YouTube and you say the F word, they block you. And I try and catch those and let those through, but I do need moderators. Didn't I make... Oh, wow, now YouTube's blocking you from everything. Dr. Leia, you got blocked for dumbass. Okay. Libs. Linda sending libs. When you said his ad libs are so stupid. That got blocked. So libs is now a bad word on YouTube. Who knew? Yeah, thank you, Rich. Danielle, is Danielle in here today? Anyway, she's a moderator. I can make anybody a moderator. Anybody else want to be a moderator? Tell me you want to be a moderator. Well, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with Ruth Ann. Hold on, Ruth Ann. What I'm going to do is, can I add you? No, it only lets me. Can I click on you? Can I? YouTube's kind of dumb. I want to follow Ruth Ann here on YouTube, and I can't. Ruth Ann, did you yeah, I know Lizzie can say anything she wants to. She's in Twitch, so if you guys want to just swear as much as you want, the kids are in Twitch, including Ruth Ann. No, I totally believe you, Ruth Ann. I'm just trying to figure out where it ended up, because I've got like 6 sources of revenue, and I want to make sure that I have the right one. But yeah, I'll err on the side of belief here, and I'm not seeing Ruth Ann. Where did we talk? Was it in Patreon? Was it in Twitter? Was it on YouTube? Was it in my my Gmail? Yeah, I thought it was Twitter, but Twitter has like this terrible search function. Oh, you know what it could be? It could be you're under another name on Twitter. What's your Twitter handle? Well, not 6 sources, Joanne. I'm exaggerating a little bit. Because the thing about me is I have like no memory. Where is it? Yeah, see, that's what I'm searching too, and I'm not finding it. Come on, Twitter. Okay, do me a favor. Ruth Ann, send me another message on Twitter right now, because that'll bring you up to the top of my messages. I get a lot of messages. I'm not saying I'm popular. I get a lot of messages from people who hate the broadcast. My Twitter password is always under attack. Everything. Oh, if you're out there and you're watching this and you want to attack my Twitter password, have at it, because it's double super duper protected. You have to have my phone in your hand if you want to hack my Twitter password. So I would suggest that for everybody. Okay, I'm refreshing here. Trying to get Ruth Ann. And... Oh, I have a new message from Lizzie. I'll show that next time. Unless I forget, which is fine. I want vegan ice cream, Joanna, Meanie. Ruth Ann, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing the message from you. So it's at Kevinly Father, which... hold on, let me check. Let me check this. Oh, okay, here. I've got your email. Where'd it go? Ruth Ann. Right there. And where are you? That's what it is. Yeah, so I got that when I sent you my email address. Oh, that's why. I figured out what's going on, Ruth Ann. Okay, I'm going to write to you, Ruth Ann. I figured out what's going on. That was before I had the Kevinly Father PayPal set up. I'm so glad that you mentioned this, because it was like, okay, so you went through another process, and I don't want to talk about that here on air. So I will be writing to you in just a second. But yeah, no, we're good, guys. It's taken care of. It's another PayPal account. I had to put this all in the new PayPal account, and that's where that ended up. So I'm going to write to you right now, Ruth Ann, as soon as we're done with the broadcast, and we will take care of that. And I thank you very much. I appreciate you mentioning that, because it's one of those things in the back of my head that's just been like, you know, when you're just walking around your house or whatever, and you're like, what is wrong? What is, and then you realize like your cat's dead, or, you know, stuff you wouldn't notice otherwise, but your brain does. Kevinly Kitty, by the way, says hi. You guys are all trying to take care of Ruth Ann. This is so cool. You guys are just like all taking care of each other, like a family, but one that likes each other. Shemazel? Fossil Rife Incorporated. We're gonna do it. Give us any chance, we'll take it. Give me $100, I'll send you my pajamas. No, Ruth Ann, I got you. I'm going to write to you after this, but you sent it to another PayPal account that is mine, but isn't the one that I use for this. And I have to be careful about putting it all together for tax purposes. And now Patreon is doing something with sales tax and stuff. So you guys will find out about that as well. If you're still watching this, first off, why? Secondly, if you'd like to support me and you're not already, please go to kevinlyfather.com, where you can become like producer Jackie from Paulsboro, and producer Joanna from In-N-Out, and producer Rich, and producer Deborah, and producer Debbie that I haven't seen yet today. But if you're here, producer Debbie, hi. But if you'd like to become a producer or a Dollar Shave Club member like Dr. L, then please go to kevinlyfather.com. You can become a patron there. That helps. If you want to contribute via PayPal, you can do that as well. And this is going to show it to you just a second. This is the PayPal to use. That is the correct one. And like Ruth Ann, who's extremely generous, she sent it to the other PayPal, but this is the new PayPal, and she did the right thing. And Ruth Ann, I'm going to write to you in just a second. Paulsbo. Ice packs, Barbara? What? Barbara, we won't see you tonight, I imagine, because it's going to be too late for you. Oh, we just missed that. Here, I can just get rid of that. That's what I should do when I talk about the PayPal. Here we go. Boom, we can get rid of it. So paypal.me/KevinLeeDad is the newer and better and improved PayPal address. So if you want to be PayPal, please, a one-time payment, that would be great. I hate shilling, but, got to pay the bills. And thanks also to Jan Doris for all of her support, and to Green Room executive producer Jan Doris, executive producer Green Room Bar and Grill. And if you want to be an executive producer, actually, I've been thinking about one of the ways I could raise money for Kenya is to offer actual sponsorship of segments, like when he does Helicopter Moments or I do Presidensity. All these ideas that I have to get going. Anyway, speaking of getting going, I'm going to get going. I'm going to write to Ruth Ann right now. We're going to take care of this and perhaps send her my PJs, which is really odd, considering that your husband saw it on the credit card bill. Like, just imagine. Hey, Ruth Ann, what's this $100 to Kevin Lee Dad here? Oh, I was just buying his pajamas. Okay. I want to hear the follow-up questions on that. Thank you, Ruth Ann. Sleep well, Barbara. Everyone stay safe, healthy. That's right, doctor. PJ's clip. Do your worst, Lizzie. Bring it. Goodbye, all. Bye. Everybody say goodbye. Speaking of all the wonderful people, Ruth Ann, you're going to have a very special spot when I redo the credits, because you slipped in under the radar, quite literally. So Ruth Ann, be watching the credits the next few times. I might get them ready for tonight. I might not be able to. Tonight, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, August 27th, Australia. We will see you then.
There are promising therapies produced by Gilead, and that's
Remdesivir.
Remdesivir. We're also studying this and other promising therapies, which is a therapy produced by Gilead, and that would be it's called Remdesivir.
Remdesivir.
The ones that I mentioned are very good, but especially I think if you look at Remdesivir, the first mention could be an absolute total game changer.